of winter is sort of finally getting beyond us now. There's still a bit of snow up in the mountain. Spring is trying to poke its head through. There's a bit of sun today, as you can probably see in the side windows. And I thought I'll just go for some comfort food maybe today and have a bit of a review of a place that's down the road here. I haven't been there yet, so it'll be new for you and me. It's supposed to be a 1950 style cafe and restaurant, old school, pretty much like the American style comfort food. They've got bacon and eggs, they've got fried chicken, all that sort of stuff. So we'll see what this, I think, pretty sure it's called Pann's actually. Pann's, I'm just making up stories, let me have a look. Yeah, it's called Pann's, P-A-N-N-S. So yeah, we're just going to have a short drive now through LA and we'll get to this place and have a look and see what it's about. It's been a busy couple of months. A lot of things have been happening around the world and here in the US. Obviously, things like the fires. There's been a couple of aircraft incidents. We know about that plane crash that happened in Washington, and there was another one in Washington where they had another CRJ, looked like it had pancaked in on a landing. And again, I haven't really been following the news that much to see what the result was and what was the cause of that. I thought maybe possible sort of late final wind shear from the video I saw, but then again, a lot of people are just saying it was junior air crew, and yeah, they've just sort of made a mess of it. But anyway, we'll have to just wait and see what the reviews from FAA and the ATSB come out and say and read that. But otherwise, yeah, the fires are obviously been and gone in LA, except the everything that I've seen is there's been no cleanup. So you just got a couple of suburbs destroyed, and there's been no attempt to collect any of the rubble or the refuse and start again. And it's been a couple of months by the calendar, and yeah, so it's just a slow process. Obviously there's probably insurance, multiple insurance claims. Some people haven't got insurance at all, and they're having to get permission, from what I've read, to actually clear their land to have a look at and see what's salvageable. And obviously nothing looks like it is in some of these areas, but yeah, otherwise, yeah, just the regular stuff is going on. And we'll just have a bit of a drive. I can flip this around so you can just have a look at the driving on the old LA traffic. We're just cruising. It's not really that far. I think it's about a 9-minute sort of journey to get up here where we're going. See on the left there's the quintessential sort of US school bus. Big yellow. I think they're actually modern buses, but they've actually remade them in the old style. So they're actually a new bus, but they've remade them and kept that originality about them, which apparently that's a bit of a gripe as well, because the cost of that is astronomical. But it is what it is, I guess. Not for me to really judge or decide. How much is fuel today? It's that's a myth, that price up there on the left. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's trying to say that it's $4.99 a gallon. But really that's with the card, and it's probably about $5.50 standard trickery. Other thing I was thinking of doing, is sort of reminded me, just having a look at this car on the right here, this little SLK 500. Actually a nice machine, bit of an older one. But I was thinking about doing some reviews on cars. I've had multiple vehicles myself, and I've got a sort of driving and being in LA as well is sort of another sort of aspect to it. And I've got a couple of cars that I've kept back home that I kept as sort of collectibles. So I was just thinking, while I'm here, I might actually grab a couple of vehicles and do some reviews on them and see how that sort of pans out. And at the moment I've bought this car, and I'll do a review on that a bit later and let you know how it is. But we'll just we'll pause this video now and we'll get over there and have a look at this place. I'll turn it back on once we pull up. All right, we're still cruising, and I can see the sign already up in the distance there. So you'll see that yellow sign, says Pann's, pretty prominent, just past the service station here. Let's just zip in here and see the signs here. Looks like it's a pretty decent sized sort of car park. Pull up here and you see the sign over there. That looks sort of old sort of space, retro sort of space tech from the 50s. This spot might do us just here. See how much room they've left us. Not much at all. Good driving. All right, we'll just swing back to the other side. Yeah, there's a couple of spots. Sometimes it just pays to park away from the world's idiots. This is better. Let's try this. All right, we'll go inside and have a look. It is. All right, that's the exit. We'll go in on the front. We'll have a bit of a squeeze to see what's what. It looks like it's popular. There's plenty of people in there, so. You'll see a lot of fried food, chicken fries. I think there's some pancakes and whatnot in here as well, so we'll give it a suss. Thanks, mate.
Hi, how are you?
G'day, how you going?
Just here.
Well, let's see what they've got on offer. Not sure if you can hear me. There's a lot of music going on in the background, but what do we got? We've got original fried chicken. They've got wings, ham, steaks, bacon strips, pork sausages, all that healthy stuff. Hot cake plates, which is what I saw online. Looks like they had some pretty good ones. Omelets, sandwiches, salads. But I think today I'm going to try like a bit of a combination sort of stuff where it's something like bacon and eggs, maybe, and some pancakes. Give that a try initially and see how the 1950s would feel. I'll do another walkthrough when I finish here and go back and have a look inside, see what it's like. But I can tell you the place is packed. Almost didn't even get a table, so that's how busy it is. So it's definitely super popular. So probably it's going to be good. So I'm looking forward to it. So let's have a look at this menu and see what I'm going to grab.
Ready?
Not really. I just wanted to grab like, if you could just tell me, I just wanted to get like bacon and eggs and some pancakes or something like that. How does that?
How like your eggs?
I might grab them scrambled today.
And bacon?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the hot cake right here.
Yeah, if I can just grab that. Yep.
Anything else?
What do the pancakes come with?
Butter,
Butter. Okay, and yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks for that. Can I get a coffee as well? Thank you. All right, so it ended up looks like they've got like a special on that with the pancakes, bacon and eggs. So we'll just give that a try initially and see how they do that. But I don't know if you can hear the music in the background, but definitely got the 50s feel. Got the Wanderer playing in the background. Old song. So far the service is pretty good. They're pretty fast. So already brought the water. Already came back twice. 2 different servers. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. We got this sort of funky cutlery. I don't know if you can see. Probably can't see the actual thing. Thanks very much for that. Cheers. Here's the coffee. And they give you these little, look at these little creamers, half and half they call them. I think it's half cream and half milk. It's a standard sort of thing the Americans put in their coffee, half and half. Something that we don't really have back home. Have to use a knife. There's no small spoon, so we'll get by. Unfortunately, the coffee in America is usually terrible because it's all this filtered stuff. It's not too bad for American standards, but You wouldn't be able to serve that in any other country. Definitely not in Europe and Australia. We wouldn't accept that. But that is how they drink their coffee here. Just dripping out of a little percolator, I think, is what they normally do. But most places will do unlimited refills, so that's one bonus. So now we'll wait. Let's see how long it takes. I bet you it's going to be a quick turnaround. I'll just put you on pause now. All right, that was super quick. So it only took a little bit, probably less than 5 minutes after the order to actually get the food served. So really awesome. I'm going to spin the camera around. I'm going to take these sunnies off so we can say hello without being rude. And let's have a look at this food and see what it's about. But it looks presented pretty well. Yeah. All right, I'm not sure if you can see pretty much there. You got your bacon, couple of rashers of bacon. Looks like 3 pancakes, which is pretty good. Some scrambled eggs, maple syrup, and whipped butter. So let's give that a try and see how it goes. Definitely like to keep my savoury and sweet separate, and I can't eat them together. I don't know how. I've sort of had to learn to live with the fact that they'll put sweet and savoury on the same plate. But I'll be starting with let's try the bacon first. One thing the Americans do is they definitely do good smoky bacon really well. Sometimes they cook it a little bit too much, but compared to the Aussie standards, you would almost think that the Australians are eating it raw. It's not too bad. It's not, it hasn't got that much of a sort of a salty flavour to it, so it's actually pretty good. It's a bit more mild than what you usually get in America. See how those eggs are. Yeah, again, the eggs are pretty good. It looks like they're not overpacking on the salt, which is good. I prefer it like that. Sometimes you go to these places, especially over here, and it's overload on the salt, on the pepper, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, the eggs are good. They're not too runny, not too dry, so pretty good consistency. Now I can't switch to the pancakes just yet. I'm going to finish this stuff and then I'll come back to you. All right, now we're down to the good part now, the pancakes. All right, that might be a bit of a better angle. We've got the pancakes. I'll put that maple syrup. They give you this whipped butter. Super healthy. It's pretty much the same stuff you get back home in the McDonald's packets. You definitely got to spread it out pretty liberally to get the full effect. So yeah, so you can see the pancakes are pretty well cooked. Pretty brown, they're not too light. It's kind of how I like them. With the maple syrup, I just got to put the whole thing on. It's going to run off anyway, so. All right, first bite. Make sure it's got some good syrup. Yeah, that's really nice. One thing I would say about this place is that it's sort of, it doesn't overdo sort of like the sugar, the salt and the spices, which is actually quite refreshing. So you can actually taste the pancake. It's not just all a big thing of fats and sugars, so quite good. Yeah, it's actually got the pancakes are good. They're still moist on the inside, cooked but not too crispy on the outside, so they're actually good. The batter is quite mild, so I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'll give that a good review. So I'll make sure we do a bit of a walkthrough on the way out. I'll show you how busy this place is and how big it is, because inside it's got really nice booths and interior done like the 50s, so we'll definitely show you that. But yeah, cheers. Well, the other thing I wanted to say as well while I'm thinking about it is just the staff are really good. In between, when I've turned the camera off a couple of times, they've come up and said, "Oh, is everything good here? And is there anything else you'd like to order?" So they're quite attentive. So yeah, top mark. So give it a try, but we'll have a look when we'll talk when we get outside. All right. We'll just do a bit of a scoot through the place on the way out, but I just noticed. Sorry, mate. Thank you. You see these American-style booths, which are really popular in the States still. Even in modern restaurants, they've still got this sort of setup and layout. You can see how busy it is here. But the other thing I noticed up the top here is, sorry, I'm just going to show you up the top here. There's all these famous people that have been here throughout Hollywood. Obviously, it is LA, so ones I can see up there are Maya Rudolph and Mike Tyson. Up the top is signed. He's been here. Don't know who that is. You can have a look. And Vin Diesel, there's a poster of him, but can't see a signature. Oh, there is actually pictures of him inside the actual place. Sorry, mate, just cutting you off. Nicolas Cage. Some boxes. I don't know who they are, but Vin Diesel looks like he was definitely a regular here as well as we come around here. And this would have been the going back to the 50s. Some of these people, some of these mugs you can buy. All right, so that was Penn's. I just thought I would go out and have a look and just try something different. The wind looks like it's picked up today, just since I've been inside. But thankfully the wind is refreshing because it was so hot in that balcony part. Just because I had the heaters on, even though it's already starting to become spring, I can tell just the weather's starting to change. While I'm in the car park, have a go at this car over here. There's a full Chicano style sort of lowrider in the car park. It's got a bit of damage there in the front quarter. But these things are, you don't see them that often, but you do see them around LA. Definitely some of these other parts, and this would have all that suspension, you know. It's a bit like that car out of Training Day, you know. When he says, where's the office? He said, you're in the office, baby. So yeah, good stuff. The service was very good. The food was good. It was not so sweet, salty, spicy as some of these other places in America. And I didn't realize how famous this place was. So it looks like it's one of Vin Diesel's sort of main hubs that he probably still goes to, because it looks like there was several sort of different pictures of him up there and times that he'd been in the place, going back to the initial Fast and the Furious days from the outfits that it looked like he was wearing. Have a look at that Mercedes there. I don't know if you can see it through the traffic. That thing's immaculate. Hasn't got a mark on it, and it would be from the early 80s, maybe 70s actually, I'm not even sure. Plenty of cool sort of things to see in the US, in LA. But anyway, that'll be a wrap for the moment, but I might have a bit of a chat while we're driving in the car and we'll keep going. But yeah, give it a try, Pann's. It's an icon, LA. Speak to you. We're back in the LA traffic, doing our best, and we're going to cruise now south. What I realised here is I've driven past that place numerous times, the old Penn's. I just didn't realise what it was. Now we're just crossing over the 405 on an overpass bridge. It's one of the main highways. It pretty much goes north and south through LA. People here enjoy driving through red lights, so when the lights change, you've just got to pause and look left and right before you cross the street, because you will get taken out. They're very, very liberal with the use of the red light and what it actually means. They treat a red light in LA like other countries and other areas treat a amber light as a caution, get prepared to stop. These guys just keep going through, so just always got to be on your toes. Have a go at these signs up here. The Amigo, I don't know if you can see it up there, left and right, all different areas across the city is this Amigo sign for lawyers, accident attorneys. I don't know if you can see, but even on the right hand side of this intersection, you can see that they're everywhere. It's a big litigation city. Everyone wants to sue everybody. Did you fall over? We can sue. Have a look on the left here, all these SUV, what do you call them? RVs, whatever they call them. Just all semi-homeless people living on the left-hand side of the road. And their trucks are that big that they're just blocking half of the first lane there. And again, cops don't do anything about it. It just sits there. Here we go, it's just something different. The Amigos again, up there.